Next up, it's our final pool match of this opening leg of the 2019 Asia Rugby 7 series. It's going to be Japan versus China. Effectively, this game is going to decide who wins their pool. And yesterday we had Japan beating Malaysia 50-0. Then they went on to beat Sri Lanka 43-5. China, well, they just pipped Sri Lanka after the hooter 17 points to 14. And then they beat the UAE 24-14, so they've not been that convincing yet. There's your Japanese side, captained by number 5, Soichima. They've got some real finishers out there. Look out for Jose Seru, he's getting the start in this game at number 1. And from China, Gao Bing gets a start, the big tall man. And look out, they've got a few players on the bench, namely Shan Changshun. But Ma Jong is getting a start. He hasn't really injected himself in this tournament yet. So both teams sitting on the 2 wins. This will sort out first and second spot of Pool A. The winner of this will play Korea. The loser of this will play Hong Kong. Ma Jong with the ball. Oh, and he's had a howler. And that's a very unusual kick, isn't it? It's almost like he hooked it. Didn't have any power in it. The angle was wrong, just completely mistimed. So an early chance for Japan. And you don't want to give early chances to Japan, really. They go wide straight away to Seru. Sorry, it's Soichima. The captain, 14 tries in 2018. That's number 11, Tasai Hayashi. That's the big man himself, Seru, Jose Seru. Soichima with another carry. And good soft hands out wide there, but it was forward apparently. So Chinese defence holds out. First up, they win themselves a scrum after about a minute. There was the forward pass.
Oh, just drifting. Can't blame it on the wind. There's none around today.
Probably the standout player previous 2 games for Japan has been Michael Toloki, who's entertained the crowd with running with the ball in one hand and putting in some massive tackles. Here come China then, take a free kick from the scrum infringement. That's Jia Biao. They're trying to hold him up here, he's trying to get his knee on the ground, finally does. They're right over the top of him and they've been penalised. Fu Ying Li to Ma Jong, throws a wide one out to big Gao Bing. It's a long way for him to come to ground. Ma Jong is followed over there and plays dummy half. Good step off the right, beautiful step. They puncture the line. This is Hu Jinhei. And then Wu Jiajun. Well, they look full of running, the Chinese here. Here's Wu. Wu's on the outside of Matsui, and he's going to have to gas on Matsui, is he? Oh, great tackle from Matsui, but the big man's there. Gao Bing, beautiful support, lurching down that far side, and he reaches out. And that's a great try for Gao, second in the series. Such a great performer.
Well, that was pretty impressive, wasn't it? Just when it looked like Japan had them locked in the box. They create a breakout. And there he is, old Stretch. Good try, opening try for China. That'll be a little tickle around the ears to wake Japan up. I expect an immediate reprisal. 5-0 the score.
Mahjong with the conversion. They're also not really collecting that one tidy at all. So he's got a foot-eye coordination thing going on at the moment. Muffed the starting kick of the game. Here he goes. Is that going to go to the 10? No, but they play on. Japanese play it into the hands of Seru. Big man takes about 12, 15 easy meters. Yi does the work there. Yi Ji-wen, yeah, number 7, gets in over the top of Kano and seals the ball off. And China look full of running here, and it's a great start from them. 4 minutes in.
Just interested trying to pick apart what Japan are looking to do here.
There's another easy beat on the inside shoulder. Ball flung up to Hu. There's 3 clean lie breaks so far. This Japanese defense just not really operating at 100% right now. More easy meters as Gao goes in. Bends right down. Hu Zhenwei trying to swoop in there, but Japanese players get their hand in the road, and now there's no one in front here for Kano. He's not got the wheels though. Pops it up to his colleague Fujita, and he flings back in a speculator. Seru's on hand. It's going to be a matter of numbers here. Japan have the numbers and China don't. And it's Chihito Matsui that goes in. And they've capitalised on the error by China. They haven't looked too flash in these opening minutes. Been opened up by the Chinese attackers, and they've gone 60 there with a counter to get 5 points under the bar.
Yeah, it's less than an auspicious start by Japan, isn't it? Not really what you'd expect, but there he is. Converted. Happiness ensues. And Japan managed to slowly move off from the curb.
Bit scrappy from the restart, and Japan profit there from some scrappy ball on the ground. And here come Japan looking for a quick double. So Ojima up against Gao, 2 huge men of the game, clashing over there. And here we go, China tow it through. Japan was running the defense there, and look at Wu there just belting people out of the road. Everyone has to chug back, and there's Gao with a classic around the knees. Fujita takes the ball from the scrum. Here goes Seru. He opens up the big legs. Tries to get on the outside of Yi. Gets up and has another go, and that's pretty good work from Josei Seru.
Pretty good work. Pretty amazing work, isn't it, the big man? How he manages to turn and pivot. Makes life extraordinarily hard for the defenders. Hard to pull down. Great balance, and then look at that. Evasiveness. Japan still don't seem to be on song though, to be fair. I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it, Grant.
I know what you mean. It's half time. It's Japan 14, China 5 after opening up that early lead. And they've looked hot on attack. Some really nice line breaks. Japanese defense been stretched, been buckled, been broken. The Sri Lankans, well, they'll cheer for anything, won't they?
Brought the drum with him. Brought the old snare kit. Well, they're backing up for some real action, these boys. They might see it in this game. We'll be happy with the Tuskers' last performance, eh? Toughed it out against the combative, and aggressive United Arab Emirates team. Chinese getting some instructions. If you're wondering about this man Gao Bing and how tall he is, well, he's much taller than most people. He must be about 6'6", is he? 6'7".
I'd say at least, yeah, he's almost knocking his head on the elevator door.
He's a whopper.
Real character.
The drums have started up on the far side. We can hear them from inside the commentary box. Get the feeling it won't be too long before they really start thumping them. A bit more subdued on here on the member stand.
So here we go, it's only 14-5 here. Winner takes the spoils, first spot in the pool. Pool A. Japan conceded three tries in the tournament so far. That's probably a lot by their standards. One more hand will make it very difficult. Here he comes, there's super sub Michael Toloki, gets the big legs pumping. Wasn't quite held. One of the men who like to run with the ball like in his hand like an orange. Toloki clears it. Just trying to find a mismatch. Here's Fujita. Hayashi over the top, nicely done. It's good continuity from Japan. Chinese defensive line looks good at the moment. Toloki gets tackled first up, which is rare, and he tries to have another go on his knees, and he can't do that.
Yeah, terrific work by China there.
Gao Yinghao out to Gao Bing, and he launches his imposing frame at the defending tackler. Oh, what a bounce. They're not back 10, surely. But he was lucky there, wasn't he? Almost punted that ahead and it bounced straight back at him.
Because they're hustling hard at the moment, China. And with some good benefit too.
Let's go.
Okay, here comes Shan Chung Shun. This guy brings a certain amount of dynamism with him. He's a playmaker, speeds up. Good substitution. Gao back to Lee. Looking for Shan there. There's good driving work from the Japanese, the two big forwards there. Lottie Takiri's on and Soachima. The two big men have forced the turnover. Comes back to Takiri. Haven't seen much of him this weekend. Pops it up off the ground and there's no one ahead now. Fujita. Yoshikazu Fujita is going to benefit from the work done by the two big forwards. Soachima and Takiri made that happen. Very attacking defence, and that puts a little bit of a buffer on them now.
Well, very clinical by Japan, wasn't it? Waited for the moment. And the two big men went to work. Nice pop off the ground, but really all the action that had been done. Counter ruck. Good tackle and then a counter ruck. Was it Soijima with the initial hit there? Driving tackle, created the momentum. Set up a good environment for a counter ruck and then boom. They hit it like a ton of bricks, Japan. Might have a few more revs here. What the Chinese response will be.
Well, they're now trailing by 2 scores, 14 points. They've still got 4 minutes though this time. There goes Big Gal. Here's Shan. Need a little bit of magic from Shan. He's well covered though by Hayashi. Jia Baowei. This is Wu Jiajun. Shan just picks that up off the ground, touch rugby style, swoops in, picks it up with the one hand. Wu there, under pressure, didn't get it away. They forced the error again, Japan. Here goes Yoshizawa. Oh, he gets taken beautifully from Shan. High tackle. It's tough, isn't it, when they fall down like that? They quickly get it wide to the huge frame of Takeri. Takeri gets stopped about a centimetre short. Taloki's on hand. Has he got that down? It's squirted forward. Has that been a brilliant bit of defence there on the line to stop the 2 big men, Taloki and Takeri. Let's see. Yeah, we're going upstairs, so probably just the second assignment for the TMO this weekend.
Well, they'll be nervous. They'll be nervous. They'll be jittery. So we look here. Well, gee, I might give that actually, to be honest.
Assistant referee's right there. Ma Jong says knock on. And it is a knock on. So just the one look from a reasonably inconclusive angle. They're going on that. Fair enough.
Might have been the knock on from the tackle. Ball bounced forward.
Brave defence rewarded.
And so it should be.
Takeri's a big man. He just thought about reaching out. So there's 3 minutes left here. Loser of this will play Hong Kong. Winner of this will play Korea. Take your pick between those two. And with the feed up to Mahjong, he can go nowhere with his twinkling feet. Oh, he's a crack. There's Jia. There's Shan, and they're really shutting them down, aren't they?
They are indeed.
Nowhere to go. Japan knowing they're going to force that turnover. Tough place to get out of.
Focus. Mark's here.
Be hard to keep Japan out of here if they can just get a clean heel. Got options.
Bind. Set.
Don't think China will push him off. No, and it's easy from the scrum and scooting around. Goes Tasai Hayashi. Gets his second try of the game. And that is all they wrote.
Well, since then, 2-man turnover from the forwards. Japan have really just grabbed this game by the scruff of the neck. Taken full control. And taken some time to get used to the idea of trying to win the game.
It's not convincing though, is it? They're certainly missing Katsuyuki Sakai, their influential, inspirational leader. Just seemed a bit untethered sometimes. That great man will just bring it all together. No one really standing up in his place at the moment. That really is the difference between a 10-point win and a 30-point win. Final minute, that's gone out on the full. Jong's racing back to halfway, but this game is gone. But again, it's all about accumulating tries and points. The whole series, the context. Haven't seen Lou Luda in this game yet. Excitement machine.
could certainly see Luluda if he was out there.
Mahjong. And to Gao. Here's Shan. Look at the footwork. Gets taken around the chops by Takiri. Gets away with it. Takiri comes back hard. Still there for China. Han. Mahjong goes for something different. Has to get himself through traffic. Don't think he can.
Late charge.
He's not the force that he once was, Mahjong, is he? He was absolutely almost unstoppable. And Liu just goes straight at the line, and sometimes you've just got to take the easy route.
Like I said, if he's out there, we'll see him. He's a big old man.
Liu Luda. And just give it to him more often would be the recommendation. He has eyes for just one thing. He takes 3 tacklers. He's very strong, very powerful. And single bloody mindedness gets him the 5-pointer. And they win the game. 24 points to 10. And that wraps up the men's side of the draw. We'll probably take a look at the standings for you in just a moment. 24-10 confirmation, 4 tries to 2. Not that convincing by Japan overall, but we're going to switch back to the women's side of the draw in a moment. But there we go, the final standings. Pool A, there's Japan with the 3 wins. 96 points for China, scraping through with that win over Sri Lanka yesterday. And then UAE at the bottom there. Very even points for and against amongst Sri Lanka, UAE, 2 fairly evenly matched sides. And then on the Pool B standings, Hong Kong, look at that, 111-4-17 against. They've got the best for and against for this weekend so far. And then Korea slots into second place. They'll play Japan. And so the scene is set now for the playoffs. We're going to move back into the women's side of the draw. It's going to be Thailand versus Malaysia. First plate semi-final, Thailand versus Malaysia. Thailand then, we've got the campaigners. There's some real performers in there. We've like Laksina, she's new to the scene, and there is Jutamas. We noted before she hadn't taken the field at all so far. She's one of the campaigners. And then for the Malaysians, we're really getting to like and get to know the number 6 Nofa Rahana Aziz, number 12 Iza Azizan. The other ones in the yellow headgear. They really like to go hard at the defensive line.
Ready?
Referee Kawasaki.
Stay on side. First half.
Yep.
We're underway then, Malaysia versus Thailand for the plate semi-final. This is where we sort out 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. First semi-final here. Malaysia, the newcomers, of course, promoted from Division 1. South Korea were relegated. In Thailand, they've been in the top division for a number of years. And here they go with an early break. Scorching down the flank here, one to beat. And it is Jutamas. And we'd noted earlier that she'd been absent so far in the first 3 pool games. And instantly she gets in on the action and puts away her teammate Piamat straight from the kickoff. They've got about 80-90 metres there. First try in the series for Piamat. That's a good score. Jutamas, there she is. One of the true pacemakers for the Thai side. Conversion's good, so it's 7-0. Look at that. It's the big fender. Can't quite get away though. It was a good tackle in the end. Malaysia didn't have any other numbers behind.
Ball, please.
Just waiting for a ball. Earlier on today, Thailand were beaten by China 24-0. Yesterday, they were beaten 12-0 by Kazakhstan, and they pulled out a win against Singapore 41-0. The Malaysians, they went down 35-0 to Hong Kong. They lost 50-0 against Japan. And 35-7 against Sri Lanka, so they've managed to pick up the one score against Sri Lanka. Getting that first try on the board is always a good moment for these teams that get promoted from the lower division. Gives them some confidence, and they'll find they enjoy themselves a bit more in the plate semi-finals, playing against teams that they're more suitably matched against. The other team will be Sri Lanka. Singapore squaring off after this in the other plate semi-final. And then, yeah, we're looking probably at a Singapore-Malaysia finale for the 7th and 8th, which should be quite interesting. And Sri Lanka, Thailand. Here come Thailand again. This is Wanari. Gets away from one, gets away from two, and look at the anguish on the face there of Cindy John Passan. She's not going to catch up to Wanari, and they go in for try number 2. Well worked by Thailand. Second try of the series for her. Coaches are happy. Malaysia go hard at that breakdown and just didn't number up. Straight down the middle this time, it's 12-0. This is Siti Fatima, who we've noted as a very good tackler during the 3 pool matches. Some close quarters passing there, good hands from Cindy John Passan, and there goes Izar Azizan. Every time she gets it, she really has a crack. Tries to get on the outside, really pins her ears back. Sometimes guilty of just running away from her support, but criticise her too much for having a go. And this is Laksina, one of the new players for Thailand, and they scream away for the 3rd try and coming in late with a very competitive challenge there, Malaysia. More legal, of course. Try number 3. That was a good one from Laksina. Third try of the series, so she's motoring along. Thai bench looking on, waiting for their turn. Really good delivery of the ball there under pressure from Wanari. Scored a try earlier, and she's laid one on here for Laksina. It's unconverted again, so Thailand 17, Malaysia 0 between these two neighbouring countries. Very strong start from Thailand. Malaysia from the restart. It was Shania Baduk with the claim from the restart. Oh, and there's a very big hit coming in there. I think that pass was meant to go over the head there. The Malaysian player. Here's Izar. Wrapped up there. These Thais can do one thing really well. It's tackle. Going with the quick one, Siti Fatima takes 10 easy metres. Stays on her feet, gets the return pass. Good work from Amber Bernard. Now they've got 3-on-1 here. They've worked the overlap. Here's Maslina looking for the speedster on the outside. Well covered by Thailand though. There was a 3-on-1 overlap there. They got across, shut it off. Siti Fatima again. Here's Cindy John Passan. Azizan, and this is really good play by Malaysia. Releases. Did she release? No, she didn't release. She got up, tried to play it again. So good patient defence. Away comes Utampon, and Utampon finds the gap, and she's going to go 50, 60 metres. She hasn't got the legs, looks inside, finds Tirarat, and good support on the inside. And the big forward. Good vision from Utampon there, just to tap and go quickly. First try for her, and she's going to try and knock over her own conversion, which she does so. So great finish. That's 4 tries in the first half from Thailand. Utampon, she's been around a number of seasons here. Not sure she would have gone the whole way or not, but she decides to let Tirarat finish that one off for her. It's a really good half of rugby for Thailand. They lead 24-0 here at the half. Members of the local rugby clubs coming down this afternoon. There's a few special guests in the crowd as well. The World Cup winners. Got his cymbals out as well. First there was a snare drum, then there was a cymbal. There'll be a bass drum shortly, some high tops. And the gig will be on over there at the Gaul Face Gaul Fort there. Teams with a men's and women's team here this weekend, along with Hong Kong, China, Japan. Hope we get a crowd as big as that in Colombo. Knock on from the restart. That's unfortunate. By Amber Bernard, and she's coughed up possession straight away to Thailand. They get on the front foot now. Here she goes, here's Jutimus. Slices him up, puts the big arm in. Well taken though by Maslina. Jutimus just going into that one a little bit gingerly. I wonder if she's injured or not. Away now comes Chayatip. Some fresh legs on the field, well taken by Emily Chua, who tries to win the ball, places it back, but her arriving colleague has just lost her feed, and then as she's got her back turned, that's rather mean. Chayatip ruthlessly taps and goes while Emily Chua is walking backwards. Never turn your back on them, folks. And good alertness from Chayatip. Her first try of the series. You won't get one easier than that, really. 5 tries to Thailand. Not many smiles this year, the land of smiles. They're all business. Going busy about their work, and that's not a bad effort from the sideline. But it's away, so it's 29 points to 0. We look on at the UAE players, just get some downtime. There they are, there's Joel Stransky and Rod McCall, Rugby World Cup winners. Up in the VIPs. Cup 15s, that is. This time the Malaysians take it on the fly. Good take from Miss Lena. Emily Chua picks and goes and gets heaved back in a massive tackle from the try scorer Chaya Tip. Goodness, they do tackle hard, these Thais. Ruthless Emily Chua with another carry. Struggles to get it back, and tackler's not releasing possibly there. Miss Lena try to give it a bit of air. Here's Shania Badub. Gets caught, juggles, handles it nicely. Hands it to Izar. Puts her under a whole lot of pressure, and just coming in and stealing it from her is Shania Badub. Good work from her, because she wasn't going to get a knee on the ground. Here's Amber Bernard. Siti Fatima spins and whacks into Tirarat. Emily Chua, they're doing it the hard way, the Malaysians, but they're inching their way downfield. That's Liana Rosnam in there too. She's on the field as well. Good step there from Nofarahana. She's the runner that we like, and she's going to get away here, is she? She steps inside the last tackler, but coming back at her was Piamat. Good defence. Good following up from her. Bounce past to Shania Baduk. Here they are, Malaysia, so close. Through the middle goes Maslina. Oh, and how about that? What a try to Malaysia. And you've got a feel for them. They have battled all weekend, and they've come out with a really good try there. It's their second try of the weekend. Really good continuity. The Thai defence came back at them 2 or 3 times, but they had the numbers. Here she is. Nofarahana Aziz came in off the bench. She's really been a great player for them this weekend. One for the future. And look how many yellow jerseys are getting back there, but it's not enough in the end. Miss Lena, the determination. Really good try.
Substitution for Malaysia number 8, number 9. 태국 팀의 선수가 되겠습니다.
29-5 with 2.5 minutes remaining. And a seemingly innocuous restart down the middle of the pitch has caused trouble for Thailand. They've knocked it on, and they give Malaysia a scrum right in front of the post, just in front of the 22. Expect a big shove from Thailand here. Chua to feed. The shove comes in, but it's nice and quick. Chua gets it back. And cheeky toe through here, and this could be interesting, and they both missed it by the looks. It could be a try to Malaysia if Aziz hasn't scored it. The following players, and wasn't sure if the kick was the right option, but Emily Stephanie, Chua, sorry. Good follow up from her, and she's the one that gets the hand on the ball, and doesn't she look delighted? A good option in the end. Turn around the ties, and they know they got the gas there with Aziz. Oh yeah, 2 good tries, well done. They've gone from 1 try to 3. The conversion, good effort, but waved away. 29 points to 10 now. This is good for Malaysia. They're going to take this momentum into the 7th and 8th playoff against Singapore, most likely. And then we're going to have a bit of a ding-dong between those two neighbours. It's a Southeast Asian spectacular with the Sri Lanka thrown in for good measure. keen to get back into this game. Had 2 tries scored against them. This is Thunapon there. Good step off the left once, second off the left. Really goodly, beating Emily Chua there, the sweeper. And they get back and intercept the ball through Siti Fatima, and there's a bit of a scramble on the ground there. This is important to win this. And Siti Fatima just playing the ball on the ground, and here come the Thais. Surely they'll just finish one off here out wide. And they will, untouched they go. It's Piamat. And what a great run there to get things going from Laksina. And they swing the momentum back in their favour, does Thailand. Good hands, pass out in front, and that's exactly all you need to do. That's the end of the game. So Malaysia coming back strongly with 2 good tries, and Thailand just underlining their victory here with that final try. They win here 36 points to 10 in our first plate semi-final.